Well, hello, BBs, and thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to catch up with our girl Chantal, and once again I am behind, but we're going to do a couple videos in one today with Barbecue Chillin, so a big thank you to them in attempts to get caught up real time. A big society welcome to the Drama Network 2026. Thank you, BB, for joining our membership. We rise, we rot, we rage. You have special emojis, access to the Discord, early access to videos, and a couple other things, so check it out. There is a members-only link to the Get in the Discord, BB, so thank you, thank you. Of course, all the information for joining the membership is down below, and if you are enjoying the content, go ahead and subscribe. We would love to have you join us in the boneyard. All right, let's see what we're in for, shall we?
I have leftover paneer, but the paneer gave me diarrhea all night. I can't eat the rest. Yeah, I'm okay. Hold on, I haven't had like any.
Now again, just to revisit, she's in the ER for her boil? Got it.
Anything to eat or drink. I'm not hungry, except for V8 and carrot pickles. I get to the ER at 2:30, because I slept in, which I'm sure most people knew that would happen. And the doctor came to see me. Of course, it's a young Arab guy. Has to look at the food. He had a face mask on. He gave me these 2 sheets and a towel because I told him it's really.
I'm sure even the face mask wasn't enough to cover the smell or the horror on his face.
Draining bad. I wanted to look at it. So the minute I took my pants off and my underwear, like I had a whole bunch of gauze, right? Soaked. Blood just starts leaking down. By the way, this is gross. Just starts leaking down my leg on the floor and is like looking at it good and poking at it. He's like, it's inflamed and really angry. He's like, but I think it's like, since it's draining, he's like, I'm going to do an ultrasound on it just to see if like, you know. So basically, he did an ultrasound and there's nothing under it. There didn't need to be drained. So I was like, why is it like, he's like, it's just basically a skin infection. No, it doesn't smell, this one. It's just blood. So doxycycline, it's a little yellow pill. They gave me one at the hospital. Vibromycin, never heard of it. What? Do not lie down for 30 minutes after. Why can't you lie down? Do you guys want to see what the color?
Maybe they want you circulating your blood, maybe? I don't know, but she doesn't ever move, so did he maybe tell you that was part of your problem, the lack of circulation, and your body's just deteriorating? No? Okay.
I took a picture of the gauze that's full of blood. Do you want to see it?
I'm sure that these people see, like, these doctors see everything, and for her to just, like, expose this person, though, to that just because of her own laziness blows my mind. Like, it's just so unnecessary. The fact that she's let herself get this way.
For medical reasons, I can show you. Okay, everyone, I'm giving you to the count of 10 to get your stinking no good keister off my property. 1, I'm gonna show it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is for medical, okay? Here we go.
All right, I'm assuming we're gonna see it, so I'm sure everybody's already seen it, but I'm unfazed.
That's one of the gauzes. That's what the fluid looks like. And I saturate about 5 times before it's fully drained. It's disgusting.
What? And it's like, how big is this thing? A freaking golf ball? Has she said the size of it? Because it's got to be huge.
Can't see it because it's weird. It's like, I don't know how to explain it.
It's under the skin, bitch.
Can cause like infection, like pockets of infection. Yeah, it's old blood. Kinda. I'm actually low-key happy that they didn't have to lance it. Wow, the sweat. Whew. The ER was warm. Didn't they describe Rosie as a feeder?
Don't bother going and taking a shower or anything. I mean, you were just in a hospital, for one. If I go to the doctor's or the hospital, I will take a shower afterwards because you're touching a lot of things where a lot of sick people are. Just saying. Also, you just had like blood running down your leg. You're not gonna wash that off? I'm sure they told you to keep the area clean, right? Oh, how much time? And she's back in there.
Expert?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, when I went to leave, they're like, okay, you can get dressed now.
Expert.
I get up because I'm bare butt on the gurney. The paper, you know that paper they cover on the gurney, was stuck in my ass and was following me. Everything gets stuck in there.
That's pretty comical.
Sorry, I was holding that one in. Oh, the whole lift home.
God. It's like I have like, I don't know if it's secondhand embarrassment, but I'm just cringing so hard at this. I don't know why.
Oh,
She really is like an adult toddler.
hold on a
Out of
second.
breath from that?
It
Damn.
escaped my underwears. I gotta readjust my balls. I'm just kidding. Oh my god. Gwyneth Paltrow's a loser, anyways. I never liked her. Didn't she make a candle that smells like her hoo-ha? Nobody wants to smell that, man. Who do you think you are?
Well, obviously she probably sold some, so quit being a hater. Who cares? It's like she can't just let other women do what they want, you know? If somebody wants to make a vag candle, whoopity damn do. I'm sure it didn't smell like straight up vag anyway. I'm just gonna, while I let this play, I'm just gonna Google, what did Gwyneth Paltrow's candle actually smell like?
And let me guess, she made honey vanilla scented. No. Your poos poos is not supposed to smell like honey vanilla. For God's sake. And Mount Fupa. It's inflamed. He's like, is it always this big? I was like, no, honestly, it's bigger than usual. I'm like, no, well, no. No, it's not usually that big. Stargazer, wondering why you enjoy displaying more gross version of yourself. I don't know, I'm just real.
Okay, so I just Googled the whole vag candle thing because I'm interested and I like to know about things. But it basically said it was sort of like a thing to empower women and to destigmatize our body parts. So, okay, cool. I'm cool with that. But yeah, it didn't say it didn't actually smell like that. It smelled like it says notes of sophistication, floral, and woody aroma. So, yeah. Chantal wishes that she could ever have a single one of her body parts even smell halfway decent like that. But of course, she's like, oh my god, your candle doesn't smell like barracuda. You're a liar. Like,
Like, humans are nasty, you know? If I have to try to be, like, prim and proper, I hate it. And now, every time I eat something, even those pickles, my stomach, I feel it hurts. Remember I told you I had.
I swear to God, I'm gonna shut up about the candle, but this just is like to me sort of an insight into how Chantal hates women. Like she doesn't even bother like what I just said. What is this even about? And I saw very easily it was about women empowerment and it was about an actual nice smelling candle. Probably also like a publicity stunt. Whoopity doo. She, of course, though, takes it inward and is like, oh, she's just trying to flex on how well her vagina smells. Ooh. Like,
Sore stomach.
God.
I wonder if it's like an IBS flare or something. I can't, like, when you go to the ER, I feel like it's one problem per, you know? Chantal picks her nose every day. The moment she eats it, I'm out. No, I'm not that gross. Ew, I hate boogers. No way. Boogers are meant for the wall, not for the mouth. I'm kidding. Huh? No, I'm not
She's
herbally
not
lifted.
kidding.
I haven't, even yesterday, I didn't have anything either. I don't think I'm gonna smoke anymore. I like feeling clear-minded. Honestly, it made me more like, honestly, whenever I smoke, I would wake up every like 2 hours in the night. It's weird. It's like I don't get a full, it's like my sleeping is restless. It's not like a pure good rest. Like, do you guys who smoke find that? But I slept through the whole night the past couple of nights. My skin feels like it's on fire. I'm okay. It's just like skin infection. I'm on a strong antibiotic, but yeah, I could probably put an ice pack on this. The surrounding area feels like it's on fire. Like literally. Oh, I took a Lyft. It's a company called Lyft. I had my first ride because I haven't. Well, it's not my first ride, but it's my first ride in a long time. It was 50% off, so it only cost like $7 for like the extra comfort. Yeah, an SUV. I wake up, but then I stay awake, but with my eyes closed, with my CPAP on for like an hour, and then I open my eyes, keep my CPAP on for like another 30 minutes, and like go on my phone, and then I get my ass out of bed. So after I wake up.
What? That's weird. And I feel like one of you in the comments did make mention of like her just wearing that CPAP all the time. Shit, maybe she needs it. But when's the last time you cleaned it, boo? Like, ew.
It takes like another hour and a half for me to actually get up. All right, you're not going to see this dress for at least another day. I'm kidding. Okay, you two guys, I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you guys
Take
tomorrow.
a shower. Oh my god, take a shower.
Okay, bye.
Is no one like gonna be like screaming at her to freaking wash her body? Jesus. Alright, let me get the next one pulled up here. Again, thank you to Barbecue Chillin for the use of their video. I am going to try to do some Amberlynn stuff here too in the next few days. So we'll probably go with BPD, I think, for them. But here we go. So what do we have? Oh gosh, we're gonna talk
But
about
I'm doing a
Pearadise.
12-hour cake stream on Saturday.
I watched
Let's
all 3
talk.
episodes. Dale, did you see that they called her a feederism expert? Yeah, he was talking shit on people who were accusing him of bad stuff, though. That's why.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this out there. I have not seen anything about this like documentary. I haven't watched it. I'm obviously aware of some of the basics that it's some guy who's got these women coming to an island and these women are not doing well, seems like once they're there. So, but that's about the end of my knowledge. So I guess we're about to see.
Onomatopoeia, I'm cutting jokes. Anyone I talk about, anything like that, I don't wish them any harm in life, okay? Even my enemies, honestly, I don't. So, if you don't like different types of humor, that type of humor, you might be offended, but this stream is not going to be for snowflakes. Okay, one thing I noticed about, okay, spoiler alert. So one thing I noticed, okay, if you want to stick around and you don't know what Pearadise is, basically Pearadise, P-E-A-R as in pear-shaped, is a big like mansion in Las Vegas that's owned by a man named
Oh, see, that just goes to show I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought it was an island, like an actual island, but it's in Las Vegas.
Stefan.
Okay.
He's a German who moved to the U.S. as a kid or something. He's rich, and he has this place called Pearadise, which is a haven for like, he likes women who are like very fat, okay, like 500 pounds plus. Actually, he likes women to be super fat and tall, but not to the point of being immobile, which after 500 pounds plus is actually really hard to do. So, which unless you're pretty young, which yes, because young and still active go hand in hand if you think about it. Do I find him a bit creepy do I find it a bit
I don't know if I buy into that, but I think that Chantal and Amberlynn both haven't had certain things happen to them yet because of their age. I think their saving grace is that they are a little bit younger, but I mean, you've seen people on 600-pound life that they're in their 20s that are 600 pounds and not doing well. I mean, look at that one guy, Sean, I think his name was, that ended up passing away. He got up to like 1,000 pounds in his 20s. So, and I think he was like in his late 20s when he passed away. So, yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter how young you are, depending on the choices that you're making, I guess.
I don't understand liking someone in their 20s. Like, I personally find that even Salah's a bit young. Hi, Okie Pokey. But it's not illegal to be with someone who's 22. So, you know. So basically, he has this home, and these big women come there. They feel good about themselves. I find there's, like, blurred boundaries. Like, I find probably the biggest issue with all of these things going on that he's being accused of is not firm boundaries. One girl, I think it was Savvy, she came out and she was just like, I'm a survivor of Pearadise. First of all, the survivor thing, I can't, okay. The only thing she really accused him of was touching her belly.
You know what, though? I don't like this. Again, this is just Chantal, like, shaming other women. These are women that are saying that they're victims, and they feel that they had an experience that they were not comfortable with or worse. So the fact that she's even gonna, like, I don't know. Chantal hates other women. So what would I expect other than victim blaming from Chantal? But okay, I'm just gonna let her cook. Let her make her point. Maybe I'm coming to conclusions.
And he was touching her belly, and what they said in the documentary, I'm going by what's said in the documentary, Cupcake, okay? I don't just blindly follow people. I watch and then I make my own opinion. I noticed this in the documentary. They said after she told him to say stop, he did. So he made you feel uncomfortable, but how is he supposed to know that unless you communicate that to him? So there again is like a blurred boundary problem. You know what I mean? I mean, these people were flirting, showing pictures of each other behind even going to Pearadise. So they would send Stefan videos and pictures flirting together.
That doesn't mean that he's entitled to their bodies. The consent can be withdrawn at any time, Chantal. Just to let you know.
So right then and there, that's going to create blurred
because it doesn't seem like you know.
Blurred lines, like confusion, you know? So that one person right there, I don't think he's guilty of anything with that Savvy woman, honestly. Maybe she feels that way. I don't want to discount people's feelings, but when you look at what he did, touching her belly, yeah, you're going to a place. She's like, well, if somebody touch my belly up.
Let's also keep in mind that there's a lot of nuance in these situations, and there could have been a lot of other things that were contributing to her feeling uncomfortable. And I think we all understand too, as far as like documentaries and editing, Who knows what they didn't include in her story? You know what I'm saying? Could just be a lot more. But of course, rather than giving this girl the benefit of a doubt, Chantal's going to side with this guy. Okay, got it.
Work. That would be fucking sexual assault. Yeah, but Paradise is not a professional workplace, you fucking idiot. It's a place where big women know that there's hot tub time. There's going to be sexual stuff going on. And actually, this savvy girl who's accusing having a problem with Stefan slapping a girl's butt went up and slapped Cass's ass and didn't get her consent. So it's okay for you as a woman to slap her ass, but it's not okay when Stefan does it, when you're all slapping each other's asses. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, so that was the one thing with the savvy thing. I just think that's just fucking bullshit. And it made me actually realize, though, I've been assaulted many times. I like every single party I've been to. Girls touching my boobs, a guy smacking my ass. That's happened so many times. How many times has that happened to you going to a party? His baby mama.
Just because it's commonplace doesn't mean it's okay.
Was in the hot tub one night with Stefan, and she was like, in her mind, oh, I hope he doesn't want sex tonight. So she kind of said that she conveyed that to him, and then he was kind of pushy about it, like, oh, come on, you don't want it tonight, you always want it. So then she, I guess, gave in. I don't know. Like, wasn't really clear. She just said that they had sex, but she didn't really feel like
It's called coercion, bitch. I mean, let's also examine the fact that this man was all powerful in his own place of residence. You don't think that that has something to do with it too? That he's basically isolating these women in this place? And then they feel a certain way when they're being pressured? Like, is she not getting that? The power dynamic that this man had over these women?
she wanted to, but she felt pressured to do it. I'm not like defending that, but that's a very fine line. How many of you have boyfriends or lovers or husbands that just always want sex? And sometimes you're like, oh, I have a headache. And then they're like, they'll like nibble on your.
Yeah, Chantal, I'm sure you've had that problem a lot with you and Sala's romance. Yep.
Or do something and like, come on, you don't want it. And then you'll be like, all right, just get it over with. You know what I mean? Like, that just seems something like common. I don't know.
Once again, just because it's quote unquote common or acceptable in some circles doesn't mean it's okay. It's called coercion. And again, consent can be taken away at any time. So Chantal, once again, it's like she's almost kind of coming to a small realization, I feel like, as she's saying this out loud, maybe realizing, oh shit, I'm kind of saying too much here. But she just keeps going.
I see that as like great, honestly. If she would have said a firm no, I don't want it, and then he still touched her, okay, then you can say that. What if you're like, oh, okay, giving in? Well, like, I don't know. To me, that's just. And then, but not just that, she's saying that she's a victim, but she went back to the house after that and brought her kids there every day and then had a baby with him.
This is a woman who claims to be a victim of such behaviors and somebody that claims to understand the cycle that these people can find themselves in sometimes with these relationships. But yet, here we are, her just acting like she's brand new.
But if she feels like she was pushed and doesn't feel good about that, I'm not going to discount her feelings. But that's just my thought, I've submitted just to get my boyfriend out of my face. Yeah. I mean, it's true. Just because it's common doesn't mean it's right? I'm not taking Stefan's side and everything here. I see faults on both ends, by the way. I don't know if I'm like giving more of a vibe that I'm supporting, like, I can see both sides in this situation.
You haven't said one negative thing about what he's done. The only thing you've done is sit here and sort of like try to justify his behaviors. Well, I can see how it'd be. Well, haven't you ever done? Well, what? He sounds like a freaking predator to me. I don't know anything about the guy, but just the fact that you're taking what I would consider vulnerable women. I'm sorry, if you're over 500 pounds, you're not living your best life. You're a vulnerable person. So he's taking vulnerable women and isolating them and then pressuring them for sex. Yeah, sounds great. Sounds like a good guy. And this is the first, 5 minutes I'm hearing about him? Hard to figure out, Chantal.
Blaming Stefan for these women being adults and having free will to do what the fuck they want is just absolutely ridiculous to me. First of all, Cass left Pearadise, did feed her content on her own, and gained 100 pounds when she was not at Pearadise. And then when she, you know what I mean? Like, when she went back, she was 100 pounds heavier. You're going to blame Stefan for that? Like, no, the women who go to Pearadise are not thin when they go there. They're fat when they go there. And if they gain weight, that's not on anyone but themselves. They're making them sound.
Yeah, but it's also sort of like being like, hey, alcoholics, come to this all-you-can-drink bar, and then I'm going to sleep with you. You know what I mean? It's a little different because the mental impairment is different, but you understand what I'm trying to say. She doesn't get that. She doesn't understand, like, just him and giving this environment to these women that clearly don't need that lifestyle. They need to be living a healthier lifestyle. Okay, got it.
Like Epstein level. I don't get that vibe from him at all. I wasn't there. I wasn't interacting with him, personally, so I can't really, I don't like to say, but then this one girl, Heather, who was like she was his
Okay, just because she mentioned Epstein, this is my theory. I think human beings will get to a certain point where they get amass so much wealth that, like, spending money, vacations, cars, whatever, none of that means anything, because you just are sick of it, and you're not sick of it, you're just used to it. It no longer thrills you, you know? So you got to keep upping the ante. And it's like, what's up with these freaking rich weirdos that are just always having to turn to, like, being predators? It's like all about the power or some shit. I don't know, but ew.
wingman. She like defended him, everything. This one girl, Heather, who was like she was his wingman. She like defended him, everything. You know what made her actually turn on him is so ridiculous. Is one night, I think it was Paola, invited a whole bunch of men from Tinder over. They wanted to hoe it up. So Heather was in the pool. This one man from Tinder and Stefan wasn't around to see this, tries to get with her, touch her. She said no. They get into the hot tub. And before she knows it, like, a woman was groping her. Then she noticed the woman was gone, and then she felt like she was being fingered. And it was this guy that tried to touch her before from Tinder. And she got out of the pool. Nothing to do, like, Stefan wasn't there. So she goes and she tells Stefan the next day what happened. And he said, oh, wow, I'm sorry that happened to you. And she turned on Stefan. Like, she felt like he wasn't getting outraged enough about what happened. Like, what is he supposed to do? Like, it's just it's ridiculous. I don't know. I think that's just so stupid. There was this one woman, Alex.
Is this like her casting call to get to Pearadise or what? She's like, Stefan, please, I'll be your loyal henchman. Just give me donuts on the hour every hour. This would be her dream. No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't think Foodie deserves that either. Not trying to wish harm on anyone. But let's be so for real. This would be like Chantal and Amberlynn's like dream come true for a little while, probably. Until they had to like start competing with other women and shit.
Went there. She got really drunk, but not blackout drunk to the point where she goes to the hot tub. She willingly went into the hot tub, and Stefan had sex with her. She didn't say no. She was drunk, but not passed out drunk. She wasn't incoherent, okay? If you're having sex with someone who's incoherent, whatever. The next day, she said she felt a certain way about it. She was really sad about it. And she in the documentary, she goes, so then Stefan takes me to the pool and he proceeds to have sex with me. You didn't say no, Alex. How the fuck is he supposed to know you don't want sex if you don't say no? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they make it sound like, I don't know, she willingly had sex with him. It doesn't matter if they're easy to take advantage of.
I'm sorry, what?
How are they easy?
It's like she gets it. She just doesn't care. I don't need I actually question on whether I should even cover this because it's such an uncomfortable topic to talk about and it's such a delicate thing for a lot of people. So I am going to put a trigger warning at the beginning of this video, but like, just could she be any more tone deaf? And again, this is somebody that claims to have been the victim of an abusive relationship where there was SA. And I never want to victim shame or not believe somebody, but Chantal makes it really hard to believe her. I'm just going to say that, especially in these moments where she wants to downplay these women's experiences. You would think if she had these experiences and they really affected her so deeply, she would at least feel something for these women. And it's so clear that she does not. It's basically like her being like, what are you complaining about? But of course, we're all supposed to tiptoe around her feelings, right? Okay.
Easy to take advantage of because they're fat. They're consenting adults, okay? They're legal consenting adults. Okay, because they're young, so what? What is he doing that's illegal, though? Maybe it makes him a creep, but it doesn't make him a fucking rapist. Okay, so that's where you're crossing, you know what I mean? You're getting the lines blurred. Transactional sex can be a bad thing. I don't know. I think it's just overblown, in my opinion. Yeah, they're addicts, okay? They're with free will. I think feederism is gross, and honestly, I don't, like, my views, I don't feel like there's anything positive about obesity, quite frankly. Like, really, I don't. Oh, fuck out of here, Black Hoodie. Desperate how? I ain't fucking desperate, bitch. Go fuck yourself. I feel like Stefan is out
Again, Chantal, no sympathy for these women, but you call me desperate? Screw
of
you.
touch because he's like, in one breath, he's like, I like women who are over 500 pounds but not too unhealthy. What do you think is going to happen if women are over? There's no healthy 500 pounds. I don't give a shit what you think otherwise. I don't care if women come on here and cry. Like, I'm, because I'm very unhealthy at my size. I don't think that's true, K May. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I think he actually really cares for the women that he comes across.
No. No. I think it's very much an Emily situation. I'm sorry. If you want somebody to be over 500 pounds for your own gratification, you don't care about that person. You see them as an object, and that's all you care about. They need to be what you like, regardless if it's bad for them. Same with Emily. She doesn't care. She wants to see them like that. So, no, I think he actually cares. No, he doesn't. Or he wouldn't want them to be 500 pounds. It's as simple as that.
I think he's just a fat admirer. I don't even necessarily find him to be like a feeder, like really at all. I think maybe like he doesn't sit there and want to like force feed women and stuff. I don't see that way at all. I always considered women smarter than men. That is why I'm shocked a young girl would want to put themselves in such a freaky situation like that. I could see why it would be appealing because honestly, if I wasn't Muslim, I wasn't married, I probably would have gone there. Like really, honestly, I would have probably wanted to have fun. You find a
What'd I say? It's her dream come
sisterhood
true.
and other big women. But it's a place where they would always all be having sex with each other, touching each other. The boundaries are not clear. You have women smacking each other's asses. You have some women not caring if Stefan smacks their ass. So I don't think he meant to be like predatory with smacking a woman's ass because from what I've gathered, anytime he's been told not to do it, he stops. Like, so otherwise, how is he supposed to he's not fucking psychic. You think it's predatory? I don't think so. I don't get that vibe from
I don't know. Maybe not just walk around smacking everybody on the ass. Simple as that. Like, how's he supposed to know? Everybody, put your green cards on today if you want to be smacked in the ass. Like, maybe just stop doing that. I don't know. I think the first time that I did that to somebody, if they had like a reaction, maybe that'd be enough. You know? Not for him? Cool. Got it.
Paradise. He was being sexual with one of the women, and she said all of a sudden she felt something in her, and he was like, "Oh, it's okay. It's just a kitty treat." And then she got an allergic reaction to whatever it was. She thought it was lube, and she went to the hospital. It was an allergic reaction. It was spermicide. He like put spermicide inside of her. She said allegedly without her knowing. I feel like he doesn't like. I feel like he's not intentional with hurting people. That's like the vibe I get. But I've never been like one on one with him, so you can't really get the creep factor unless you've been in that situation. And I don't like discounting people's stories, but some of them just seem like very far
Well, unless this is all editing, you've done nothing but discount everything that you've talked about. So,
fetched and bullshit in my opinion. Some know, like the tampon thing was weird. But that's yeah. He's saying, "Oh, I would never do that," But why would she make that up? Like I like to give her the benefit of the doubt in the situation. No, I think he should have been like, "I'm gonna. Do you mind if I put some friggin' spermicide?" I think he should have told her. Do you guys think it's the same thing if he put on a condom without asking her? Because condoms are covered in spermicide. So if he put on a condom without telling her, do you think that would be the same situation? Oh, I see what you mean. Like he put it in a tampon. So inserting something into her other than his wiener. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's
what? Should I just delete this video right now? My God. Once again, Chantal, why are you giving opinions on something when you don't even know what you're talking about? I'm going to go ahead and just stand firm with my original assessment. And again, trigger warning. I apologize that we're having to cover this honestly on the channel, but I guess it's good to at least inform the world what type of person we're dealing with, I guess, is how I'm looking at it. But
true, ding dong. But you think men don't think like that, and that's not a defense. It's just fact. They don't. Well, I should think of how her vagina is gonna react. They don't care. They think that thing can take all kinds of friggin' stuff. They're so out of touch, man. He's a sexual predator. All his excuses and victim blaming. Well, then you're hearing what you want to hear. It's not herpes, not actual fact. You're hearing what you want to hear. There's nothing I can do about that. So I guess our conversation ends here. I'm not saying that Stefan is a completely magnificent dude who hasn't done, questionable, creepy things. But at the same time,
I swear to God, she's keeping her option open to go to this damn place. What else could it be? Like, after what you just heard, With the tampon, you're still gonna be like, he's not that bad. What?
Some of the things he was being accused of, like the belly touching, calling him a predator for that, blaming him for Cass's death. There's things that they're piling onto it that I don't feel like is fair. That's all I'm saying. If you think I'm defending him, whatever.
Did he unalive her? No. Did he facilitate it to happen? I think that's clear.
Why would I want to be a part of that? I would, if I would have gone there and I didn't want to hook up with Stefan, I would have been like, look, I'm not here for that. You know, I would have liked to think I would have been clear about it. Maybe I wouldn't have been. Maybe I wouldn't have been. Who knows? But if I would go now, like in red, like if I would go now, if I was single and not Muslim, that's what I would do at this state, at this, you know. I think that weight is no longer attractive once it becomes, like, not just attractive, but it's no longer good whenever there's like health issues, you know. These women are like, my size even is a problem. Women who are like 500, 600 pounds, that's really bad. That's really unhealthy. So what if they're taller? They're still super morbidly obese. Even if you're 6'1", you should not be 500 fucking pounds. Are you kidding? At like 6'1", okay, let's figure this out. What is a healthy body weight for a woman who's 6'2"? Let's just give you an extra inch. Between 144 and 194 pounds. That's 300 pounds overweight. That is super morbidly deadly obese. Yeah, mine should be like
Did she just add deadly to it? Is that really a technical term?
between 100 and 120. What's your point? I included myself in this, so what's your point? Like, why are you... I'm also super morbidly obese, but that doesn't...
She's on her own paradise. Except without the pool. She's just in a pool of trash.
change that being 500-600 pounds is not healthy. Like, do you not understand that? Or... My weight is not healthy either. When did I say that? I'm waiting. I don't act like they're so much bigger than me, Melly. I include myself. I included myself in that. I'm super morbidly death fat obese. Do you want me to like fucking write it out? I'm like maybe 100 and something pounds less than a 500-pound person. Whenever you're super morbidly obese in an unhealthy way like that, you know, carrying 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the same, like it's very dangerous. And no, like I can walk, like I can, not very far distances without being uncomfortable, but so those women too. Same thing, you're asking me if they can walk. And most of them are a lot younger too. So you can't, like, I don't know why we're pitting one fat woman against each other, but it's very typical for GORLWORLD to do that. Like a fucking dick size whipping contest, fucking pissing contest over who's bigger, who's more mobile, who has cankles, who doesn't. I just don't want to be a part of your fucking stupid ass conversation.
She wants to like call out other fat women, like the women on this documentary, but God, don't, how dare you?
I'm sorry. And Blue, me going to a doctor has nothing to do with this discussion, so. Yes, at my height, my being short, like that's an actual fact. It makes me way more unhealthy than someone taller. For sure, I know that. But that doesn't have anything to do, like, I include myself in that. Like, I don't like I really hate being obese. I don't think there's anything positive about it. That's my opinion on Pearadise. Like, I think it was a good documentary, but I feel like I'm not on any side, actually. I think, like I said, do I think, like, Stefan is... There's definitely some things that were just gross. We've talked about them. At the same time, there's some things that the women were saying that he did that I find, like, you know, the belly touching and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot that they're really just pushing. I just wanted to come on and talk about my opinions. I mean, everyone else, name me a channel in GORLWORLD that doesn't flap their gums all day about shit they think, which is most of the time ridiculous. So if there's one more person out there with ridiculous opinions, that be me. I'm allowed to come on my own channel, say what I want, express myself. You don't gotta listen to me. And
yeah, I mean, justify predatory behavior. Yeah,
that's what the irony of Pearadise is that every single woman that's there is lying to themselves. If they're saying that they're happy at the weight that they're at, they're not. They're not, because guaranteed if they were given the opportunity the next day to be thin and healthy, they would fucking choose that. If I could be healthy and fit tomorrow, I would be like, I won the lottery. But the fucked up thing is that we can. It's a possibility. No one's happy being morbidly overweight. It's very painful. It's scary. It's depressing. Boob alert. Oh. Salah was condemning Western...
I don't deny that she is miserable. I've said her and Amber are living in their own hell, so we don't have to do anything. We just have to sort of sit back and let it happen. But at the same time, it's kind of disturbing to watch. But we're here for it. We're here for the train wreck.
Clothing with shirts like this. He's like, they're not up to your neck. Did Mom cut your nails today? You were a good girl. She's such a good girl when I cut her nails. She's in her basket when I do it. I let her sniff the nail clipper, and then I just grab her paw, and she just looks at me like this, and I'm cutting her nails. I can't fucking believe it. Ow! 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 You fucking... Don't bite me!
Like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, you think I like that nail trim? Take that.
Sorry, I called her a fucker, but you know I love her. There's no mark, though. Whoops, why am I showing? Sometimes I forget that I have to be modest. I'm just being honest. Will I be live tomorrow? The problem is I have a lot to do. I don't tell you guys like every single thing I do in my life, but I have some personal things I gotta take care of that I keep postponing, and I also have to do like if social media is my actual like it's a job because it's my livelihood, it's how I earn, it's how I pay for this fucking apartment. Like I'm sitting on this couch in this apartment that social media paid me for. So like I am trying to become organized and stick to a plan. Like I'm forever trying to. But the thing is like it takes me, it's such a detailed plan because like I'm trying to sync up my budget because part of my income, like I need to put it towards doing content, like doing things, you know? So like I need to budget, okay, if I'm gonna take you guys
I'm just rolling my eyes into the ether right now because how many times have we heard this? Like, oh my god, I need to make a plan and do this. I'm in my videos.
to
No, you're not.
museum on this certain date, I have to I write like the activity and then I'll write like the amount of money I need for that day to do these things. And then there's another layer to it is that I want to plan meals. I want to plan what I'm going to eat because if I wake up and I'm hungry, or a little bit later anyway, but if I wake up and I have no idea what I'm going to eat in that day, it makes it more likely that I'm just going to say fuck it, lay on the couch and order food. Make content from everything. I had a video idea to do like my favorite things. So take you guys around my house either in a vlog or a live stream and show you all of my favorite stuff that I have and why I like it. I know, pretty vague.
So
I know.
cute.
You don't think I already knew that already? Like I knew that already. Whatever opinion I had on the situation, if I wasn't gonna call Stefanik fucking cocksucker and all this and that, condemn him and just not make my own opinion on the matter, they would say that. They would turn that into she's defending a predator. Okay, well, what about lolcow bus? They're literally collabing with him. What the fuck? Give me a break. People say
Yeah. And they're lol cows. And they do stupid things. So you think like siding with that is like your point to make or what? Or they're just worse than you so you're fine? Okay.
it doesn't take much to be kind. Yes, it does. It's a lot easier to be a miserable prick than it is to be nice to some people. So if you know, kindness is really actually something that is more rewarding because of that. I'm trying to be inspirational, but I'm so fucking bad.
Wow, yeah, Chantal, the picture of kindness. Okay, I think I've heard enough for now. I hate this video. I really, really don't like this video, but I'm going to put it out for you guys. So I apologize if I am not in the best mood on this one because it's a sensitive subject for a lot of people, and it just pisses me off that this is what she chooses to use her platform for, to basically try to justify this guy's behaviors. Like, no, it's not okay. And he's a freaking creep. So, but you know what they say, creeps stick together. So I want to thank you all so, so much for spending a little part of your day with me. Again, thank you so much for your patience with me and getting caught up on Girl World. Thank you again to the Skeleton Society. Welcome, welcome to our new members. I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.